Hi guys, my name is Nonima Dikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want us to talk about the highlights of the Sensomiwa just before they went into recess. Before we do that, guys, please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. You are watching the videos up until the end, and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now, these are not in particular order, my highlights. I'm going to talk about things that I remember. I just did some few notes. Ne? Do you remember when Ujat Rata asked the guys if they are going on recess? And the guys were like, no, we are not going on recess. And everybody was giving their reasoning behind that. Everybody was giving reasoning behind why they are not going to work over recess. Like we saw most, they decided against it and then they worked an extra week. But what I like the most, okay, Umnis said that he's tired. He did not even mention it about what you call marathon. He just said he was reading and busy preparing, so he just needs some rest. He's very tired. And then Udram Sipile was like, you know what? My practice is falling apart. It's perishing. The longer I'm here, the I need some time off. And then the only person who was available was Umumali. Umshololo was like, nope, I'm not available, my lord. And that was that. Hey, Chiki, we see them. They had a discussion. And then after discussing whatever, they come to an agreement. They are going to work last week. And they said they were going to work until this week. But okay, this week they are not there. Anywho, now what happened was Judge Rata were like, no, Umshololo, did she say? Umshololo said that he's not gonna be there. He's gonna be on Cotton Tony, and then Umumalo is gonna stand in for him. Then when it's her time to cross-examine, then she will come. Yes, that's what Umshololo said. Aibo, surprise, surprise. Then Judge Rata now discovers that Umshololo is not there. You know what was so funny about that? He goes on and like, now I've never heard of it. But why didn't he address this when Umshololo said it in an open court? I was like, yeah, he turned it around. And then he is going on and on and on and on and on about how he has never heard of Sachi and how this is like saying things of it being unprofessional for who's double book. And told you herself who's about court don't. And this guy did not say anything. So I was like, Kandileli judge lifunani. Ushololo is booked most next door or wherever, but what Jintonton she said, I think, that she won't be there. But now he's making a drama about it. But he did not say a lot. He just said, Lenda boy was double booker. I go say just expressed that. And I was like, Mara Judge, Ushololo was here and did nothing. Okay, fine. And then the other thing that I loved last week was Umlisi asking, where is Long? Why is Long not coming for himself? And Ubaloyi was like, we are Kenya, Sani, we are Kenya. You know what? Ubaloyi at this point, you could see desperation on his face. You could see his hey, kicks off a dying horse. That's where he is, kicks off a dying horse. Because there is nothing. The can is empty, guys. The can is empty. So he shot us, came back with the video of Long, where that 34-second video, 34 or whatever seconds video goes, because now we were like, he's going after Mgomezulu, and Mgomezulu is not even here, and he's going after what he said. After 10 months, it was said. And then they played the video Kesana last week in court, and then continued to ask questions cooking into Ubalwi. Sharp, ayinamsebenzi ke lonto le. And all of those are happening after that disaster kaMabasa, because uMabasa was a disaster, guys. Umabasa was a disaster. It was a disaster. That testimony, Ubaloyi will forever regret what he did with that testimony of Umabasa Nondlovu. Baloyi will forever regret that because what? Because what? Shem, that was a disgrace. That was a disgrace on state side. And I'm sure both Gininda and Baloyi regret what they did when it comes to that. And what I love is that the defense lawyers, they were not having it. They dealt with every penny there was to deal with when it comes to Mabasa. They dealt with him. They chewed. He was a chewing gum. They chewed him. They chewed Umabasa. Washeke ngasazi nokuyaza nokuyi-expect nokuyi-analyst nokuyini. They were hlafuning Umabasa bebengahleki naye. Istate hayi sana si-embarrassiwe hayi into zokudlala. Si-embarrassiwe hayi into zokudlala ndasekhaya. Si-embarrassiwe. And also I love that. I love that. I love that Ubaloyi has tried every trick in the book for this case. None of them worked. If there is anyone in South Africa who still believes in the state case, there's nothing we can do for you. Absolutely nothing, because you are either your ears are hearing wrongly, or 30%. There is no way, we can't deal with your comprehension. There's nothing we can do for you. Absolutely nothing. Ubaloyi has tried and tried, and nothing worked in favor of him. Like Luto, nothing. Even the IO himself did not help Baloyi. Instead, he sinked the ship. Even the IO himself, Gininda self, this Gininda, that was Gininda, this Gininda, that, he did not help the state case. In any shape or form, Gininda did not help the state case at all. Everything was a mess, guys. Absolutely. Everything was a mess. There was nothing they could do. I don't know about you, but personally, I feel like Ubaloyi must just close the state case himself. He must not even wait for anyone. He must just close the state case. He must not even wait for the defense to apply for Section 174. Him, Baloyi, must close the state case. What do you think about that, guys? He must just save face. At this point, if I was Baloyi, I was going to say, I thought when Gininda brought me this, it was going to work in my favor. But But also, then again, I understand why he would not. When I think about it now, is that, but Gininda kept saying it is a prosecutorial driven investigation. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether it's the first time we are hearing of such. Did you hear of this before? That a prosecution involved the investigation. If you know anything like that, please tell me in the comment section, because it was my first time hearing it. It was my first time hearing it. I want to hear you telling us that you've heard of such. Ayiko itrick angayizamanga Ubaloyi. He tried and tried, ambushing the state, the defense, giving them evidence in drips and drabs, bringing witnesses that were not on the witness list, changing things at the last minute. No one is telling him where to get off. There was nothing that he did not do. And he was using amaqhinga to go forward with the case. I will never forget Ramsipile's face when they were going for a trial within a trial. I will never forget it. The way he looked so spooked, shocked with Baloyi's doings. The way Ramsipile could not believe that Ubra George can do such a thing. The way he was like, wow. And then he had to go and look for Mngomezulu. There is nothing that Ubaloyi did not try, guys. He tried. I don't care what happens in the case, but we've seen him try. I don't know what Rata is going to come back and say when they are asking for Section 174. I don't know what Judge Rata will say. But how? But wow! Kuningi kwenzekile, guys. A lot happened in that courtroom. Guys, a lot happened in that courtroom. It happened even now. Ubaloyi, the way he tried tricks, he even tried to close ukuthi kuyiwe ku-inspection in loco, even after an order was given. Ubaloyi was closing off that. Even after an order was given, Ubaloyi went and did aerial pictures, aerial photos there without consulting the state, the defense, and expected them to question on those aerial photos, and they blue-ticked them. And then when this in loco situation was being asked, he was like, they did not even question. Why should they do that? They said they want to go there. They said they want to go there. Why are you lulling people, telling them what to do? Oh, nice son. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? I want to hear your views. Let's talk in the comment section. I say Ubaloyi tried every trick there is to try in the book. He still failed dismally to convince us South Africans. I believe that it is a drop in the ocean of people that believe the state case. It is a drop of people in the ocean. There is no way. It's a drop. Otherwise, most people believe there's no case against the accused. It's very few people that think that. And then perhaps those ones that know the accused and they don't care whether they are guilty or not, maybe 1, 3, 4, 5, they don't care whether they are guilty or not. This one, they want them to stay in jail. Maybe that's another thing that we are dealing with. They want them to stay in jail for other matters that they know them for. Then there's nothing we can do for that. There is absolutely niks. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let's talk comment section. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.